Hello everyone, my name is Huy. I'm in class E6.2. Today I will tell you about do you really need 8 hours of sleep every night? Sleep is so important. We need it to live. And when we can't sleep, we're desperate for help. Body stuff with Dr. Jen, Dr. Jen Gunter. But lately, our fascination with sleep feels as if it's taken on an urgency. Do a quick internet search for sleep and you'll find a slew of articles about how to make your sleep perfect. New gadgets, fancy alarm clocks, stay away from blue light. There are lots of service products and advert columns that tell us we're sleeping wrong. Not enough, not quality sleep, wrong position. Even worse, you may find scary messaging claiming that if you're not sleeping right, your life is going to be shorter. You're going to get all kinds of disease. One of the biggest worries we have about our sleep is that we are not getting enough and that anything less than 7 hours a night means that they are doomed to bad health. Everything from high blood pressure to Alzheimer's disease. But there are two faults with this kind of messaging. False sleep messaging. The first fault is that it's not completely accurate. 7 to 8 hours of sleep, while recommended for adults, is just an average. average. And while messages have to be simplified for health communication to the public, sometimes important nuances get lost. So yes, it's true that not getting enough sleep in the long term is associated with health problems like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and depression. But fixating solely on 7 to 8 hours ignores the fact that there's a range of sleep that people need. The duration of a good night's sleep can be different for different people. Some adults need 8, but some are just fine on 6. Sleeping tracking device. The second fault with kinds of doomsday messaging is that it can be counterproductive, especially for people who don't have trouble sleeping. For instance, in 1917, it was estimated that 21% of adults in the US were wearing sleep tracking devices, and that number is probably growing. And I get it. It's fascinating to see how much sleep you have gotten each night, and how to know what part in your night was spent in deep sleep or dreaming. But having all of sleep data is causing some people to become obsessed with it. So much so that it's leading to a condition some call autosomnia. Autosomnia, a preoccupation with a constant need to achieve perfect sleep, and this condition, ironically, is causing more sleep problem. Now, autosomnia might be an extreme example, but the essence of not getting enough sleep is keeping some of us up at night. So here's what some experts are saying. Stop fixating on a number because that can lead to unrealistic expectations of sleep. According to Dr. Colin Carney, a physicalist and the head of recent University Sleep Lab, the basic question you should ask yourself are question to ask yourself: do I feel reasonably well rest during the day? Do I generally sleep through the night without disturbances? Or if I wake, do I fall back asleep easily? Can I stay awake through the day without involuntarily falling asleep? If your answers are yes for all three, you probably don't need to worry about your sleep. And if you're struggling with your sleep, instead of buying expensive blue light filters or fancy sleep tracker, try talking with your doctor to make sure there aren't any medical conditions that need to be explored first. Then try evidence-based recommendations laid out by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. What's really cool is that there are high effective therapy, call it cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia or CBTI. It doesn't have any medications involved, and it has a really low failure rate. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.